I like to have fun. Tonight's lecture was probably one of the hardest that there is. I really put it on myself. The subject itself should be pretty simple, but because there is such misunderstanding, I felt it was necessary to really put pressure on myself to deal with the areas maybe you didn't even think about yourself. But after I leave, there's no way to come back then and say, well, what about this and what about that? And because we are experiencing this around the world, and I attend these peace conferences in different countries, and I've heard a lot of this back and forth. I wanted to share that with you tonight. I hope you'll forgive me for if I hurt anybody's feelings. It wasn't the intention whatsoever. It asks, what's the meaning behind the statement that Muhammad is the last prophet? First of all, the statement. Is there such a statement in Islam? It says in the Quran, in chapter 33, verse 40. I think, is it 40? That sound right? 39, 40, 33, 34, 35. I think it's verse 40. But it says that he is the last, the Khatam al-Anbiya, which is the plural of Nabi. Khatam is to seal. He's the seal of all the prophets. Then he said about himself that the prophethood is like a structure or a building, and all these prophets are like the bricks in this building, like you're looking at right here. And then there's this final brick or capstone that fits it all together. What I'd like to do is begin by setting the tone for the program tonight. We want to talk on the subject of working together, of all human beings, that is, here on our planet, working together side by side, regardless of what our faiths are, working for something good, something for the future for all the people. And in doing that, sometimes we have to have a better understanding of the words that we're going to be using to be sure that when I say something, you understand where I'm coming from with it, and how we're using expressions, what we mean by what we say, and then also a little bit perhaps of what it is that Muslims actually do believe, and help, I hope, to remove some of the misconceptions, misunderstandings that have to date been a problem between Islam and other faiths. They basically already told you my background is that I was a Christian, I became a Muslim. But I do recall specifically that when my father told us we were going to be doing business with a Muslim, I was very upset about it because, of course, following the media, this is back in 1991, I was listening and watching what's going on with these